Hey folks, it's Dr. Brenda, founder of the Gutsy Women Club, where women dare to dream and take bold actions to follow their heart's journey. Also a full-time RVer coming at you from Santee, California, giving you a review of Santee Lakes Recreation Preserve. This is in the San Diego metro area. And before I get into the review and then the video, I got to show you how big this place is. So I'm going to start by taking you through there are two different maps. That's how big it is. So there's a day use map. So you're going to enter the campground here at the south, and there's 7 lakes. So you can see, I'm going to go up. Lake 2, Lake 3, Lake 4, there's fishing, Lake 5, all kinds of activities, picnic areas, there's horseshoes, I guess they've got a music pavilion, so all sorts of things. And then you can see the map cuts off a little bit. That's where the campground is. So the campground is on lakes 6 and 7, and it's a big campground. So I'm going to start again from the south because you've just seen lakes 1 through 5. So let's go ahead with Lake 6. There are fishing piers here, big fishing place. I happen to be here at site number 4. So at the very front end of the campground, I paid a little bit more to get a scenic view so I can hang out with the ducks in the morning. So this is Lake 6 and Lake 7. This is where there are cabins. They look really neat. And most of the campground sites then are behind Lake 7. And you can see the layout of it here. There is an exit gate at the back that you can get a code to. And clubhouse, swimming pool, more horseshoes. And you can see this goes all the way up to Site 300. So this is a really big park. So, hey, stick around for the review and the videos. So let's start the review of Santee Lakes Recreation Preserve in Santee, California. I give them 4.5 campfires. They do a lot of things really fantastic. This location is ideal. You're miles away from all of the shopping, so you can get a lot of your things done. But yet it's a little oasis. It's very quiet. And so let's start with the campsite. The campsite, I'm going to give them 4 out of 5 campfires. It's missing a couple of things that I'm used to. It's missing a grill. It's missing a fire pit. So it's got a nice picnic table. It's a little bit uneven, so they get a 4 out of 5. The restrooms, pretty dated. Nothing fancy about them. Cement, they work. The showers are warm, but it's not a place you want to spend a lot of time in. So that gets a 3 out of 5. Now, amenities and trails, almost impossible to beat here. You've got you've got fishing, you have horseshoes, you've got lots of things for kids, playground. You're walking around the 7 lakes. It can't be beat for amenities and trail safety. I felt very safe. 5 campfires. And they've got their park rangers, park staff coming around periodically, so no safety issues. The day access, people have to pay to park to get in, so you don't get a lot of traffic here in the campground either. Cleanliness, very clean. The bathrooms were clean. They pick up after themselves. Yeah, I don't find a lot of litter. Very happy with the cleanliness. So all in all, the restrooms and the campsite just brought them down a little bit, but it's 4.5 stars. I highly recommend this place. It's just, it's a little oasis outside of San Diego, California. Can't beat it. Okay, enjoy the video. Got some great stuff headed right your way. I am at Lake 1. This is the spray ground. It is early May 2021, and they have just reopened it, so that's going to be busy today. And this is I'm going to take you, so there are 7 lakes. This is Lake 1, and that is Lake 2. This is the noisier part of the park because you have this bridge, so you've got some traffic noise. Outside of this, it gets a lot quieter. So I will walk you around a little bit. You see they have this very nice pavilion. Everything seems to be incredibly well maintained, great landscaping. I know they've tried to go with native plants. Now most of these are reservable, so you'll see signs, and whether they're reserved or not, I would guess this would be a very nice place for weddings. This is their gazebo, and yep, available by reservation only. So, but check out, you can have a nice event here. They've got the grills, picnic tables, the view. And if you look, let's go a little bit further beyond here, because you're going to see one of the playgrounds. So there are several playgrounds, and now you cannot cross all the way around this lake. You've got that building back there, and it's fenced off. So just so you know, if you're here and you want to take a walk, this is where you've got to loop around, right before or after Lake One, depending on your direction. So this is one of the many playgrounds, picnic area that can be reserved, and really nice playground. So that's the feature of Lake One, and we'll head in this direction and share some more highlights with you. I am now in the area between Lakes 3 and 4. So I have some lovely flower garden and rose garden. Very nice, quiet place to meditate, rest for a little while, and there is yet another play area for the kids here, and a fishing pier that way. So let's take a look at the play areas. I'm filming this on an early Sunday morning. I guess it's too early for most people, except for us early birds. So if you've got kids, or you've got kids visiting while you're staying at the campground, there are lots of opportunities for them to be very active. So again, this is between Lakes 3 and 4. I've reached a small island. This is on Lake 4. And usually I see people fishing from this area. But again, you've got picnic tables and benches, sitting areas, and you're surrounded with some of the long grasses. Taking some nice views. Nice little perk. This is probably my favorite place in the park. I'm between lakes 5 and 6, and I'm gonna show you over here because this is where the RV park, the RV campground starts. So they occupy the last 2 lakes. And let me show you around here. Another beautiful reservable picnic area, and yet another playground in the back. Horseshoe pit. I don't know if you have to bring your own horseshoes, but if you got horseshoes, there's a horseshoe pit. I don't know what the green awning is, if they hold events there on occasion. That may be the place where they do it. I don't know. Another gazebo. Looks like people are getting ready for an event here. But what an incredible view. This is a little bench that I think is has one of the best views in the park. At least that's my opinion. Fantastic, isn't it? I'm gonna walk on over that way because there's a little bridge that connects to some more stuff right in this area. So let's go behind the playground through this picnic area and see what is over the bridge. It's yet another picnic area. Lovely, lovely old leafy trees providing plenty of shade here. And of course we must check this out. It's a really cool kids' little climbing area. You can see they have little holes in there where they can dig their feet in and climb. And what, again, a gorgeous view. And this is between lakes 5 and 6. If you're in the RV campground that-a-way, you're not far away. So yeah, check this out. We're now at Lake 6. This park is really split into 2 areas. Lakes 1 through 5 is public access, and people pay daily admission to enjoy it. There are no dogs allowed in that main area. As we get to lake number 6, now we've got the campground. So the campgrounds, our domain is really 6 and 7. I mean, we use the whole park, but if you have a pet, you can only walk them around lake 6 or 7. And the neat thing about this too is we move away from pavement and we've got more of a dirt trail, gravel path, much more nature oriented. So you can see the very start of the campground on the other side of the lake. Let's show you a little bit down a ways. You can see it's just a very nice trail. This is Lake 6. My RV is in this section of the park. It's the smaller section. I wanted to be closer to the water, so that's why I selected it. And this is Lake 7. The majority of the campground lies beyond this. You can see that there are these really neat cabins. Some are right on the water. Some are, well, they're all get a beautiful view. So and they get their own little pedal boats. So if you've got friends visiting, maybe they can snag one of those cabins. Or maybe you can if you need a break from the RV. So the trail winds around to the back of those cabins. So I'll give you a closer look as I get closer. To get to the walking trail behind Lake 7, it's a little tricky because you're not sure if you can go here or not, but it is right behind where these cabins are. So you're actually going to walk behind the cabins and continue walking, and you'll get to the other side of the lake and be able to do the whole route, which I think is about 3+ miles, 3.5 miles. Just give you a little look at the cabins here. They look relatively new, very well maintained, and I am sure they are popular. You have a nice deck right on the water, and you can fish from your cabin. Okay, so there you have it. At the other side, you're going to find RVs parked. So this is where the majority of the RVs are camped out, and let me see if I can show you some of the facilities. I am going to give you a little tip if you're new here. So if you're camped out on lakes 5 and 6, you want to exit. There's a back exit. When you check in, they will give you a code. Now, unlike a lot of gated exits, you can't just pull up to the gate and expect it to open. So if you're coming down this main way, you actually have to look for a loop so that you can loop your way around to get to the keypad. So that's what you'll be doing. And think about your RV, whether you can do that with your RV to exit this gate. It's going to be easier for me to exit the other gate, the main gate. So that's what this guy has done. He is looping around so that he can punch his code in. And they change it every week, so you should get an email, or you're going to have to just head to the office and get another piece of paper. Now, my campsite is full hookup, so I've got sewer, but if you need a dump station, they've got a dump station here right by the back exit. I'm now at the back of the campground, and this is where you can find, there's a clubhouse and a laundry. This is way back behind Lake 7. The clubhouse is closed. Again, it's early May 2021, and there are COVID restrictions. Laundry hours, laundry room parking. Generally, there is a code that we are given to access the restrooms and the swimming pool area. This is open and empty, so it's a pretty good sized laundry room. And like many, I'll turn the lights on. There we go. Like many laundry rooms, you're gonna find missing things and some books if you want to pick up some books. Quite a few machines. Swipe cards, so they take credit cards. You don't see that very often. I don't see how much the cost is. But quite a lot of facilities, or washers and dryers. And yeah, you've got instructions. Would love to tell you how much it is. I don't see that signage anywhere. But you've got very nice facilities here to do your laundry. And beyond the clubhouse and the laundry, you're gonna find the swimming pool, and looks like probably bathrooms and showers as well. And again, you need a code to get in. Okay, so the bathrooms, the showers look identical to the ones in my part of the campground. The showers are here. Nothing too fancy. A handicap stall. The water is warm, so that's good, but you can see you don't want to spend too much time in here. So you're pretty bare bones, economical showers and toilet stalls. This is the pool area. So right now I'm early. It opens at 10 a.m. and it's not 10 a.m. yet, which is probably pretty good because now I get to give you a view without bothering anyone. So there's a fairly decent sized swimming pool. It looks like a kiddie pool right behind us there, or over there, and maybe that's the hot tub. Yep, that's the spa. It says keep children out of spa. So adult pool, spa, kiddie pool. So pretty good setup. This is another section of the campground just to give you a sense of the campsites. Back here they have picnic tables that are sheltered, which is very nice. And the spacing looks pretty reasonable. They've done a good job of trying to separate sites with bushes and trees. But there are so many, I think there's oftentimes some extra parking here. So that's good to know if your vehicle doesn't fit on your site or you have a visitor. There is additional parking here and there. And again, I'm at the front end of the campground, so I will show you my site. But this gives you a sense of the layout. The spacing between sites is not bad, especially for a private campground. This is my campsite. I'm at site number 4. You can see I've got my car parked in front. Not a whole lot of space here. A little bit uneven. Had to put some blocks under the front wheels. But enough space for me to get my big catio out. I have a picnic table back here. And there would have been space to back up a little bit further. And if I wanted to get my hoses out more. So pretty good space. Let me tell you what the white stuff is around the RV and the tent, in case you're wondering. That is diatomaceous earth. This is a preserve. There are ants. You cannot use poisons here. So use diatomaceous earth, spread it around your RV, your tent, whatever it is, and it does keep the ants out. So I've been very happy with that. They also recommend that if you have cords leading into the RV, power cord for instance, that you may want to use some petroleum jelly. That will also keep the ants away. So there's your tip. And this is my view. This is Lake 6, and this is partly why I chose to stay here, because I am right by the lake. So there you go. Campground site number 4.